Good morning! This spike's a way to get new brackets on it, so make sure you get everything bedded to the hilter. Steady does it. They've clearly been sitting where it's been a bit damp. Get this spike up onto the flatbed. Harvey is back, he's been away on holiday. So the auger bucket's going in for new brackets, and so is the spike. Harvey's just strapping up with those, getting them dumped into the tully barred. The plan is today, if the weather holds, I'm going spraying with the new sprayer, but it is not ready yet. So I've got a bit of work to do. Got a lend of a pneumatic impact driver, an inch drive from a friend of mine, James. So I need to go and pick that tool up as well. Good. Right, launched in a bit of bedding, they can turf it about themselves. I need to weigh all my cattle this week because I need to book some in, and I need to decide who I'm booking them in with. So last week we had a few animals away to Highland Meats for the first time. Dad ran into the dealer there, Bill. They seemed to be paying a bit more. So we ended up putting 5 animals away for Highland Meats. What they're paying per kilo is definitely better. We've obviously got a bit more haulage on top of that compared to ABP there on our doorstep. But before I book any more cattle in with either, I need to sit down and just compare the kill outs and the payments and see what's working best for us. So I might get to that today, but more likely tomorrow. Right, we're good to go. The impact gun I'm needing is not far from Tullibard and Smitty, where Harvey's going, so I'm getting him to pick up the impact driver. Plan is to spray off some barley today, so that'll be 10-11 days. End of next week, it's Monday today, end of next week we'll be out with the combine on some winter barley. Winter barley looks top notch. Bull boy there, Peggy, he's good to go out again. Just need to get a trailer along here to shift him. Ah, I forgot the dog. She loves it in this Can-Am as much as I do. Cheers ATV services. If you leave the door open and she's running about, she just comes in here and lies down. It's like her second bed. Grass, we're getting a little bit tight on grass, so I might chuck a bit of fert down. We've not put fert down for a while now, 2 months. Just now starting to kind of thin up a bit and slow down, so a little top up, maybe I'll get Kev to do it once he's back. He's off this week, so a week today. Right, just been to B&Q for changing sprayer wheels. I have devised a plan. I'm going to see if it's going to work. Bee viner's going. Right, my pal's Ugga Dugga gun here, which is a fairly substantial Ugga Dugga, but it's got a right massive airline fitting, which I do not have. So I'm going to run to AP Bearings and see if they've got anything, or if I can adapt that size and go down to my normal size of fitting. Obviously it'll restrict airflow, but I think it should still have enough grunt. Oh, it's a big beast of a thing, this. It's awesome. Inch drive. Left me a 30mm socket, which is what I'm needing. Good man, James McDermott. Oh, right. AP Bearings bound. Will I ever get some spraying done today? That's the question. To be fair, I've just checked the weather, and this afternoon the wind is picking up a bit and tomorrow's dead calm, so I would like to get it done today, but conditions might mean it might be tomorrow anyway. But AP Bearings! AP Bearings, they didn't have the exact female size, but they've managed to adapt me down to that size, so that'll do us in a pinch. I'm going to run next door to HIS. They suggested might have a female that size, so we'll try there, which is just next door. Nailuk in HIS. Pertec we're going to go to next, and then if not that, we're going to Kerr compressor. Here we go, fingers crossed. Would you have a female that size?
No.
No, don't go there.
I can get one for you, but I don't keep them. It's a 100 series PCL.
Nailuk at Pertec. Dingbro next. Dingbro have come through, they have the fitting. I'm going to have to adapt it down to a smaller size anyway to get a hose on it, so it's almost not worth doing unless I go and get a proper hard fit hose from AP Bearings. But for the sake of one job and then sending the tool back, I kind of almost don't need it. I need to decide whether for future I'm just going to get a bigger Ugga Dugga, a big Milwaukee inch drive or something, or if I'm going to get an air fitting, which I'll need these fittings for anyway, so we've got it now. Homeward bound. I've just swung by to Parry, just because they're right next to Dingbro. They are seriously busy. They were pretty busy beforehand, and then that grant scheme came out and it's just flat out. One of the families come over from New Zealand to work here for a few months just to try and get through the workload. Petrol takes about 30 litres. It's not far off empty. See how much it takes. 27 litres, £38. We have a load of wee chunks of wood from when we built sheds, so a grain store or shed along the road. All the steel arrived with blocks on lorries, and all the concrete arrived with blocks on lorries, and all the blocks are equal shape and size. So I'm going to make a cube out of them with fork holes in it. That is going to be like the base to lift everything off of. Have I got enough of them? Yeah, I do. Right, here's my platform to work off of. Instead of chalking a jack up with loads of bits of wood, which is definitely very sketchy, I've screwed all this block together. Now it gives us a nice solid platform to work off of to lift this, which should make life a lot easier. It saves buying a proper jack for this for £1,000 basically. You might think because it's timber it won't be that solid, but timber's good for stuff like this. Because timber's a little bit kind of, your jack will indent a little bit into the wood, it gets a bit of purchase, so you get less chance of things slipping and jacks slipping on timber versus steel or even concrete. Obviously nice flat concrete you should be fine, but when you put weight down on timber it bites. Oh, by the way, I am looking for new wheels for the sprayer tractor, because now it's not going to be a sprayer tractor. I want some wider tyres like is on this tractor. This is 620s. I would like a wheel that would take 620s, 650s, 700s, something bigger. 42-inch rim ideally. Get in touch if you've got something lying about in the countryside. I could do with them within the next few weeks actually. And if anyone's looking for what's on that tractor, 480s? 480s on the front and back, or is it 420s on the front? Anyway, the sprayer tractor wheels, which are 42-inch rim by 480, I think they will be for sale, a full set. That blocks to go on that wee oil patch. Not that we ever spill any oil in the yard. Moment of truth here. May as well try this first before we start jacking it up. Works a treat. Oh, that thing is awesome. It's going to save me ages. Good man, James McDermott. I owe you a beer. Thumbs down, because not that jack, what I'm looking for. That bottle jack that I was planning on making everything work off of. The seals have obviously just gone pop, because we never use it actually. It's the first time I've used it in donkeys. So now we're stuffed. Back to square one. How do we jack this flipping thing up? So I've sent Harvey along to get the hydraulic jack, which is at yard 3. I don't have a key for this lock. Oh, that's hot. Oh, there we go. That's it. Just missing the lock. I can see what's going to happen. I'm going to begrudge doing this again in 2 months' time once we're back to flotations, and we'll buy the flipping £800 jack, £1,000 jack. Don't want to. We use this tractor to run the hydraulic jack that Harvey's away fetching. I've got the vary widths on the tyres here, on the axles. I've got them adjusted as far out as they can, just to make manoeuvring and about the mudguards the easiest as possible with the wheels. Tell you what, I'm pretty happy with how the paint's come out. There's a few bits I've missed. Like there's a big bubble there that could have been done with a wire wheel. That's not really got much going with the wire wheel. When the booms were out, it's quite hard to get in about it all. So I've managed to get all that. That whole panel's resprayed. The tractor part and the boom part under there was bad, so that's all done underneath. Bits you can't really see. The rear axle there and there's good, then I couldn't reach it with a gun when the booms were all down. This was all corroded and flaky as anything, so that looks a lot nicer now. This panel all got redone. and actually it's come out quite good actually. Might as well start putting all the new nozzles on. So there's the wee insert there, which is that's the part that makes the shape of how the liquid flows. There's a wee opening. These are called Hypro 3D 035s, these are, and they just slot in there, pop out. They're at a little bit of an angle, and then there's a seal which pops in there just like that, and then I'll add them on there. These two are just flat fans that came with the machine. We tend to use these nozzles. We used to use an 04 nozzle, but that's rated for higher volumes, and we've started doing a bit less volume. We kind of sprayed somewhere between 150 and 180 litres per hectare, so that suits these 035s. And then we'll put them facing that way. One's at 25 degrees going that way, and then the next one we do going that way, and we just swap them about all the way down the boom, times however many there are. What is there, 48 or 50, whatever it's called. Here comes Harvey in the Can-Am. Yes. Right, I'm linked up to the tractor. What I'm just going to do here is set the oil flow to right down low, so we've got nice and slow control over the ram that I've put under there to jack this up, because we don't want it just going boom and making a mess of things or not sitting right. So oil flow right down. I have a window wiper in the workshop for that. A lot of you will be thankful to know it's been like that for far too long. Remote valves, we'll set that right down to just 10%. Don't know which way I've put it, float or reverse, but we'll do that. It's maybe not the best bit to prop off of now, because that wants to be smooth for sealing here, so I don't want to prop off of that. Where else can I prop? I'll put a bit of block of wood on top to stop the chance of scoring that, technically, ram. Right towards you. Right, wait there a minute. Right, hopefully that'll be enough to get the sprayer wheels on. Put that airline on the end of that. It should be going the right way right now. So I've got two of them loose already. And get the others loose. If you give it a wee wiggle when you pull the trigger, like the direction the bolt would be going. Once it goes, you don't need to wiggle it anymore. Hold it down here, got more space there. Got a wiggle. Bring that all the way up to the top now. So you're basically going to where the opposite of the stud is. You've got the most room. Right, we're just getting these on. I've just sent Harvey to get a wire brush. We'll give that edge a wire brush and then a copper grease. Put them back on. We've got the wheel on there. Harvey's just gonna give them a blast up. Yeah, that'll be fine. Go to the next one. Just showing him just to lightly go around them all in a kind of star pattern. Gradually torque them all. Now I don't have a torque bar that goes high enough to the spec that these should be at, but we'll just give them a good rattle and check them after the first use, and then check them again in a few weeks.
Now let go of everything I ever had.
Front's done. Harvey's just, oh, what are you beeping at? Harvey's just rattling those nuts back on, and then the back two to do. It always takes longer the first time you do it, and you never do something right the first time. Anyone who says that does, you're a liar. A crooked liar. Two more wheels, job done. These two are looking a wee bit more worse for wear, I would say, in terms of the paint. Maybe we'll get round to it in the winter. Give them a respray. Oh, there's our neighbours. They've got a much bigger one and a shinier one.
It seems shirtless, but it's what I was owed, I suppose. Every flagstone of this town bears our prints, and all the bars round here serve my ghosts.
line went bang. When you're doing something like this and you hear a big pop, holy done! Nozzles, and then let's go and fill it with water. Make sure everything's working, and then tomorrow morning we're going spraying. Tell you what, we got a fright when that went bang. I'm just deleting everything off the system right now, which is, these are all obviously growers they used to spray for, different accounts, different fields, blah blah blah. Let's get rid of all of it.
Don't rein me in. Please don't rein me in. I'm working myself up to a nice warm bliss. All my memories of you ring like tinnitus. If I stop, it's just pain. Please don't rein me in. I wish I could tell you everything, but my stomach was too weak. Sometimes it's easier to throw away, you know.
Just about to tell you something about the sprayer and then noticed a calf in the trough. Nice one. Anyway, one little problem we have right now, front axle. So rear axle, I've drawn it in. I've not measured it yet and set the proper spacing, but we will get there. But the front axle is very wide and it will not come in. It goes out, no bother, but that's it. It just will not slide in that sleeve. What's going on? What is going on? Why are you not working? So you can do it with switches in the cab, and there's also a plug you can plug in there to fiddle with it. But I've just texted Keith from CT Scott and he has told me drive in a figure of 8 and hold the button down and it will come in. He said it'll just be locked at the bushes. So that's what we're trying. That's the wire you can plug in, because I tried it with a wire and there's switches up here. So front axle, we want it to go in, so we'll flick that once we're going in a figure of 8. It's just knowing all these knacks, isn't it? Handbrake's still on. Moment of truth. No, I'm going to forget that for so long till I get used to it. I think it's moved a wee bit, not that far. Let's keep trying it. Nah, still not budged. Oh no, it has. It's all the way in. Who knew? The wee tricks, isn't it? Still quite wide, isn't it? Right, we'll go and I'm just going to go and line up with some tram lines and see what like we are for width. Lovely field of winter barley. Right. On its narrowest setting, it's probably not far off it. I'm out in field right now. This is a field of weeds we have. Meant to be sunflowers. Clearly weeds. I've smashed my head about 17 times on the corner of that climbing in. I've been messing about, turn everything off and on again. Right, you're going off. Because I didn't have the flipping GPS dome in. Shut that down. Switch this off. And start again, because we're not getting on too well. Also, the foaming markers on the end, I have no idea how to shut them off. There must be a switch or a valve somewhere. I've looked down the boom, can't find anything. So I've texted a man, trying to figure out the GPS in it, which is just Argonos, so it's probably no use for me at the moment anyway. I'm just looking at options right now, but couldn't figure it out, and then, it would help if I plugged the dome in. The dome was sitting in the pocket back there, so that's now on the roof plugged in. Also can't get the rate controller to work properly. It probably works properly, I just don't know how to use it. You drive forward and it's not figuring out how to vary rate. It's just spraying and it doesn't know what's going on. Don't know if that's linked to the GPS dome not being on the top. I wouldn't have thought so. You'd think it would run off a wheel speed sensor, not GPS. It must run off a wheel speed sensor. A bit more troubleshooting later and we will get it done. Oh, we have liquid coming out of nozzles. See, it's not hitting the rate. Rate not responding, direct liquid. Why are you not responding? So let's speed up. Obviously that rate will drop. But it's not on. Oh! Is that responding now? Has that just magically decided to respond? Let's just slow up a bit. See if that drops. Not responding. Can it only do a certain speed? My section control is working. Let's swing over here. It should all turn off. Oh, that flicker's annoying, sorry about that. That's better. Right, my section control's working, good. That's a start. I want to see if I can get the steering to work, but I can't figure out. There's a foot pedal there, but that does nothing. Right, I think I'm getting the control of this thing, or the hang of it. New pattern, hold on. Oh, here we go, found it. Shut off master. I am just driving all over this field right now. It's just water I've got. That boom, that's that one. Why your rate not responding? See, it's done it again. The rate doesn't like it. I don't know if when it's spraying a tiny amount, the rate's not responding. It's when it all of a sudden, I don't really know. There's the GPS going doolally. Why was the rate not liking that? No, we're not miles off. We're slowly figuring this thing out. I can tell though I'm going to absolutely love this. We might be alright, you know. Obviously we've not got RTK, it's not repeatable, but you don't really need repeatability for spraying. You just set an AV and away you go. Right, we're coming down this tram line for the third time, and you know what? We've not ran any extra crop down there. Right, foot pedal, bang. Oh, there you go. This is needing a little bit of oil and a bit of a tighten up. It's a bit rattly. Right, I think we're operational for the morning. Just want to, I should have checked the pressure on those tyres. I don't know where the diesel gauge is, so top up with diesel and add blue. But I don't know how much is in it. And put these tyres away, put these flotations away. I'll be back on in a month and a half's time. Just making sure I'm putting them away neatly. Okay, you are watching this video the day after I filmed it. I'm up to date right now, so I've got a load of questions that I don't feel like plastering CT Scott with a million questions, looking like a totally utter donkey. But I can plaster you lot with all the flipping wee niggly questions. 1. Where the hell is the valve to turn off the foaming end markers? I can't find the damn thing. No idea. 2. Where is the fuel gauge? I have no idea. And the AdBlue gauge. I'm going to fill them up right now because I have no idea how much is in it. Number 3. What is that button? Number 4. What's that button? Number 5. What's that button? Number 6, that is auto to switch from 2-wheel steer to 4-wheel steer in your field. So when you're in the tram lines going quick, it'll just do 2-wheel steer, and when you're turning under a certain speed, it'll go to 4-wheel steer. It seems quite clunky when you are turning and whatnot, and you've got that on. I was just running it in the field with it off and just keeping on 4-wheel steer. What do the professionals do? Number 7, what is that button? Looks kind of like a coil or a filter? I don't have a clue. What does that do? Is that everything? 7 questions. 7 things I don't know how they work on it. Other than that, I think I've figured it out. Am I being stupid with this fuel gauge? Anyway, thanks in advance to all you Bateman nerds. And soon, I might be a Bateman nerd. Oh, she's looking good. Tell you what, if those wheels were properly white. Oh, mint. My paintwork's come up quite good, actually. Doesn't look too bad in the sunshine. I thought it was going to look ridiculous and awful, but pretty good. I'll take that any day of the week. There's a bit of overspray there and a bit messy there. I'm going to spray the rear beam because there was a bit of overspray with the primer. Otherwise, looking smart. Oil level in the pumps are now good. They've ran out in the field and they're sitting quite level now, so I think that's all the air bubbles out. Oh, I need to set the pressure on the Ramseys here. 3 bar I have to set them to. Got to be very gentle because there's not much volume in there, so they can shoot up very quick. There was a bit of a kind of vibration coming from them, a bit of do-do-do-do-do. I didn't actually get it on video, I don't think, so I don't know if they're 100% running right. And we set this Ramsey pressure. Ramsey's just basically dial out any peaks and troughs in pressure. What are we going to see? The cows and the bull.
Yeah, I see them.
Right, you stay there, I'll open the gate.
You open the gate.
I've opened the gate so we can get in.
Get the cows and bath them out.
And what? Get the cows and... Are you going to count the cows?
I want the cows to get in here.
No, the cows can't get in here. We're taking the wee Englishmen to see some cows. Right, you can stand up there. Hold on here. Hold on here. There you go. Which one's the bull?
This one.
Which one?
That one. 2 bulls.
The brown one or the black and white one?
Now.
Yeah, you're right. The brown one.
He's moving.
Yeah, they're moving. Do you see the calves?
I didn't got my feet out one.
It's okay, it's okay. You see the calves? You see the calf?
Yeah. This one, that one is moving. He's the little one.
Is he going for a walk?
Yeah.
How many calves can you see?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10?
Yeah.
I don't think there's 10. How many cows can you see?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8! And that calf there, that one's Hamish.
Him.
Do you remember Hamish?
Yeah.
You were feeding him
Yeah.
with the bottle.
Yeah.
Do you want to go a bit closer to him?
Yeah.
Right, you sit down.
I don't
There he
have
is. Have a look at Hamish. You see him?
Yeah. They're walking away from me.
Yeah, they're walking away because you're not feeding them now.
One's doing the poo-poo.
That one?
Yeah.
That
this
cow?
one. Yes.
Yeah, that's all they do is they stand and eat and poo and pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they do all day. Is that what you do?
I don't do that. I don't want it in my bottom. I don't want that in my bottom.
No, that goes in the toilet.
Yeah. No, it isn't.
You see the bull?
I can't see this. That a ball.
No, that's a cow. This one's the bull. That brown one.
That brown one.
Yeah. You see him?
More one.
He's called Native.
Where's Hamish?
Hamish is the wee brown one having a wee. You see it? You had fun checking the cows?
I want to see the chickens.
The chickens? Right, we'll go quickly to the chickens then. Flying tour is slowing down the spraying. We'll get there, we'll get there. They've had their fleeces done. Yeah, give them a scratch, come on, just be nice and gentle.
These are going away.
They're going to see Betty. They don't bite. They don't bite. You want to come with me and give it a scratch? Come on in. Come on, pass me your hand.
I don't want the back.
Come on, you'll be alright. Oh, you little rascal.
I don't want to get those.
There you go, give it a wee scratch. Yeah, that's it, that's it. Give it another one, give it another one. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. It's a wee lamb. That's a ewe, so that's the mum, and that's its lambs.
I want those.
That's the same, that's a mum and her 2 lambs.
Ah, you run away from me. They run away from me. I can see them here.
What?
I can see the sheepies. I can see here.
Right, how many sheep are we telling Mummy we saw?
You count.
Yeah, how many was there?
You count.
Okay, right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They want sheep.
Yeah, 6. So we're going to tell Mummy there was 6.
Yeah.